Now, if you want sort of what I call grand slammer foods, these are foods that do not just one thing, but they do multiple things to light up your life, okay, light up your health, including vision, including brain health, including heart health, including muscle function. If you're trying to be fit and you're working out and you want better muscles, you need to regenerate your muscles, you need better blood flow. So by going onto a plant-based whole food diet, and specifically, they are removing, these detox diets are removing from you ultra-processed foods that contain artificial preservatives and additives. You're eating less toxic material to begin with. So less toxins in gives your body a chance to naturally remove the toxins that are there without more buildup. Our stem cells, when we were kids, our grade school teachers taught us that salamanders and starfish can regenerate, but people can't, right? So that chapter is now being torn out of the playbook and thrown away. The new chapter says, yeah, humans can regenerate. We do regenerate from the inside out slowly, but there are foods that can speed that up and enhance it.
Dr. William Li has spent his life unraveling the fascinating science behind how food impacts our health, not just in vague, feel-good ways, but at the cellular level. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by all the health advice out there, you're not alone. That's where Dr. Li's work really shines. He's the best-selling author behind Eat to Beat Disease and Eat to Beat Your Diet, and he has a special way of taking the complex science of nutrition and translating it into health wisdom you can actually use. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most essential yet often overlooked organs in your body, your liver. And we're going to talk about the 5 foods that quietly wreak havoc on it, versus 13 that could change everything for your liver health. These are practical, doable changes, nothing extreme, just smart shifts based on science. By the end of this video, you'll know which common foods might be draining your energy, messing with your digestion, or even contributing to weight gain, all because of how they affect your liver. And you'll be armed with better options to help your liver do what it's supposed to do: detoxify, digest, and energize your body. You'll get real tools grounded in Dr. Li's extensive research to start supporting your liver in a way that works with your daily life. This isn't about perfection, it's about awareness and small upgrades. So if you find this helpful, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who could use a health boost, comment below with your favorite liver-friendly tip, and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on more practical health wisdom. Now, let's talk about what's really going on behind the scenes with your liver. Your liver works hard for you every single day. It filters your blood, breaks down toxins, helps digest fats, stores nutrients, and regulates hundreds of bodily processes you probably never think about. But here's the thing, it can only take so much. And many of us are unknowingly putting extra stress on our liver with the foods we eat. That doesn't mean you have to give up everything you love, but it does mean being aware of the foods that are quietly doing damage over time. Let's start with one of the sneakiest offenders, ultra-processed meats. Think bacon, sausages, deli meats. Yes, they're convenient and tasty, but they're also loaded with nitrates and preservatives that your liver has to filter out. Dr. Li often talks about the burden this kind of food places on your detox pathways. It's like giving your liver a bigger trash pile to clean up every single day. You might not feel the effects immediately, but over time, the inflammation builds up. Have you ever felt sluggish after eating something greasy and salty? That's your liver working overtime. Another culprit is refined sugar, especially the kind hiding in sodas, baked goods, and processed snacks. When you consume too much sugar, your liver has to convert it into fat. Over time, this can lead to a condition called fatty liver, even if you're not overweight. One woman shared with us how she thought her fatigue and belly bloat were just signs of aging until she cut back on sugar for a month. The difference was night and day. She had more energy, slept better, and even noticed her skin clearing up. That's the power of taking pressure off your liver. Alcohol, of course, makes the list. Even moderate drinking can have a bigger impact than you might think, especially if your liver's already dealing with other stressors. Dr. Lee emphasizes that it's not just about heavy drinking, it's about accumulation over time. One viewer mentioned how cutting down her weekend wine habit to just one glass made her feel clearer and less puffy in the mornings. If you're someone who enjoys a drink or two, try switching to non-alcoholic options during the week. It gives your liver a chance to catch its breath. Then there's the issue of trans fats, often found in fried foods and some shelf-stable snacks. While many companies have moved away from using trans fats, they still show up in places you'd least expect. Trans fats can trigger inflammation in your liver and interfere with its ability to process fats properly. Think about how you feel after eating something like fast food fries: sluggish, bloated, maybe even moody. That's not just your stomach. That's your liver waving a little white flag. Last on the caution list is high fructose corn syrup, often found in soft drinks, sweetened yogurts, and even condiments like ketchup. Dr. Lee explains that fructose is processed almost exclusively by the liver, and when there's too much of it, it gets turned into fat quickly. Over time, this contributes to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a silent condition that's becoming more common every year. If you've been feeling off, but your blood work looks fine, this could be the reason. Start checking your labels, even on foods that seem healthy. Now that you know what to cut back on, let's shift gears. There's good news. Your liver is incredibly resilient. It can regenerate, heal, and bounce back, especially when you nourish it with the right foods. That's where Dr. Lee's research really lights the way. Let's talk about the 13 foods that help your liver not just survive, but thrive. First up, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula. These are packed with chlorophyll, which helps neutralize toxins. Plus, they're rich in fiber, which aids in digestion and supports the liver's natural elimination process. A simple daily salad or smoothie can make a big difference over time. If you're not a fan of greens, try mixing a handful into your eggs or soup. You'll barely notice them. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts are another major win for your liver. They contain compounds that help your liver produce enzymes to detoxify harmful substances. One man shared how adding roasted broccoli to his dinners 3 times a week helped reduce his cholesterol and even improved his digestion. It's the small shifts that stack up. Berries, especially blueberries and cranberries, are loaded with antioxidants that protect the liver from damage. They're also naturally low in sugar, which makes them an ideal sweet treat. Have you ever tried adding frozen blueberries to warm oatmeal or mixing them into Greek yogurt? It's delicious and your liver will thank you. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines offer omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce liver fat and inflammation. Dr. Lee often recommends them for their powerful anti-inflammatory properties. If fish isn't your thing, even a couple of servings a week can help. Try baking salmon with lemon and herbs or tossing canned sardines onto whole grain toast with avocado. Nuts, especially walnuts, are another powerful ally. They're rich in healthy fats and compounds that support liver function. Just a small handful can go a long way. Try keeping a mix of raw nuts in your bag or car for a quick, healthy snack. One viewer mentioned how she swapped out her afternoon chips for nuts and noticed fewer energy crashes. Olive oil is another simple upgrade. Its healthy fats help reduce fat buildup in the liver. Try drizzling it over roasted vegetables or mixing it into homemade salad dressings. Unlike some oils that are highly processed, extra virgin olive oil is a natural, nourishing choice your liver will appreciate. Green tea is a superstar for liver support. It contains catechins, plant-based compounds that help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. If you're a coffee drinker, try swapping your second cup with green tea a few times a week. You might notice not just better digestion, but improved focus too. Garlic may be tiny, but it packs a serious punch. It activates enzymes that help flush toxins from your body. Plus, it adds great flavor. Whether you saute it with your veggies or blend it into sauces, garlic is one of the easiest ways to add liver-friendly nutrition to your meals. Citrus fruits like lemons, limes, and grapefruits contain antioxidants and vitamin C, which help your liver detox and support the immune system. Try starting your day with warm lemon water or adding grapefruit slices to your breakfast. These little habits create momentum toward better health. Beets might not be everyone's favorite, but they're worth trying again. They contain compounds that support bile production and detoxification. Roasting them brings out their natural sweetness. One viewer said she started blending cooked beets into her smoothies and noticed less bloating after meals. Turmeric is another big player. This bright yellow spice contains curcumin, which has been shown to reduce liver inflammation and promote regeneration. Sprinkle it into soups, stews, or even your morning eggs. Just a little goes a long way. Avocados are rich in healthy fats and glutathione, a compound that helps your liver filter harmful substances. They're also incredibly satisfying. Try adding avocado to salads, spreading it on toast, or blending it into smoothies for creaminess. And finally, dark chocolate. Yes, you read that right. In moderation, dark chocolate 70% or higher contains antioxidants that support liver health. Dr. Lee mentions it as one of those joyful foods that's both indulgent and beneficial. Just keep it to a small square or two, and you're golden. So now you know the 5 foods to approach with caution and the 13 to lean into for better liver health. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to be intentional. Ask yourself, which one of these could you try this week? Could you swap your afternoon soda for green tea? Could you add leafy greens to one meal a day? Your liver doesn't need massive change all at once. It just needs consistent, supportive choices. Every step you take is a step toward feeling better. More energy, clearer skin, better digestion, and fewer blood sugar crashes. You're not just supporting your liver, you're creating a ripple effect throughout your whole body. And you don't have to do it alone. We're here on this journey with you. What's one food from the liver-boosting list that you already love, or one you're willing to try? Share in the comments below. Your insight could inspire someone else to take that first step. And don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend who's curious about healing from the inside out, and subscribe for more practical, science-backed tips. Here's to your health, and to the wisdom that makes living well just a little easier.